I found the photo by accident, buried in the recently deleted folder on her phone. Her hand intertwined with his, their legs dangling over the edge of some cliffside resort that I'd never been to, never even heard her mention. The timestamp was from 3 days ago, right in the middle of the solo wellness retreat she'd sworn she desperately needed. My chest went hollow so fast it felt like the floor disappeared under me. I just sat there on the edge of our bed, staring at that picture like it was a puzzle I'd been too stupid to see the pieces of until now. When she first told me she wanted a vacation alone, I didn't question it. She'd been stressed, distant, tired all the time. I thought she just needed space from work, from routines. It never crossed my mind she needed space from me. But looking back, the signs were everywhere. The late-night texting, the way she angled her phone away from me, the half-smiles that never reached her eyes when I asked if everything was okay. I convinced myself it was burnout. I didn't want to believe anything else. The night before she left, she hugged me like someone trying to remember a person they were about to forget. I felt it. I didn't say anything. When I saw that photo, my first thought wasn't anger, it was stupidity. How long had this been happening? How long had she been thinking about him? Her ex, Jason, the guy she always described as a lesson, not a mistake. She claimed they stayed friendly, but I never liked how easily his name slipped into conversations, how lightly she dismissed what they'd had. I never pushed it. I trusted her. God, I trusted her so much. I didn't confront her right away. I couldn't. Instead, I sat alone in our silent house and scrolled through every deleted picture, every screenshot, every audio message. Most were harmless: sunsets, food, her journaling voice notes. But then I found another picture. Him again. This time they were laughing, heads pressed together, her eyes glowing in a way I hadn't seen in months. My throat tightened and my hands shook so badly I almost dropped the phone. I called my best friend Mark to steady myself. I didn't even plan to tell him. I just needed a voice that wasn't screaming inside my own skull. When I finally choked out the truth, he went quiet. Then he said, "You need to talk to her, man. Don't spiral without giving her a chance to explain." Explain. As if there was a version of this that didn't break me. She came home 2 days later. I forced myself to act normal, even though every heartbeat felt like a countdown. She walked in smelling like sea air and jasmine lotion. She looked rested, relaxed, happy. She kissed my cheek, and I had to fight the urge to pull away. For a moment, I wondered if I was overreacting. Maybe the pictures were old, maybe there was context, maybe I just didn't want this marriage to fall apart. But after dinner, when she left her phone charging in the kitchen and went to shower, my chest tightened again. I opened her messages. I didn't even have to search for his name. It was right there in the pin chats. The first message I saw was hers. Today felt like the old days. I didn't realize how much I missed that part of myself. My stomach dropped. Then his reply. "Me too. You felt close again." Close again. I didn't read further. I physically couldn't. I sat at the counter, gripping the phone so hard my knuckles went white, breathing like someone drowning just under the surface. When she came out of the bathroom, towel around her hair, humming softly, she froze when she saw me holding her phone. Her expression didn't twist into guilt or fear. Not immediately. It softened into something worse. Something almost like resignation. "Tell me the truth," I said. My voice cracked on the last word, which made me hate myself even more. She sat on the couch, pulled her knees up, and hid her face for a moment before finally whispering, "I didn't plan it. I didn't go there for him. I didn't speak. I didn't trust myself." She continued, "He lives near the resort. I didn't expect to run into him. It just happened." "That's not an explanation," I said quietly. "That's a script." She winced. "You're right. I'm sorry." The way she said it, soft, trembling, told me the apology wasn't about the pictures or the trip. It was about something deeper she'd been avoiding. "I didn't sleep with him," she said. "But I thought about it. I thought about him. I thought about who I was with him. I thought about who I'm not anymore." A sharp pain went through my chest. So the vacation was to try him out again? To see if he fit better? "No," she said quickly. "It was to figure out why I've been feeling so numb. And seeing him made me realize something about us." I felt the words coming before she said them, but they still cut like glass. "I love you," she whispered. "But I'm not in love with you anymore." Silence swallowed the room. I suddenly felt small, like the air was too heavy to move through. She kept talking, but her voice felt distant. She said she didn't want to cheat. She said she didn't want to hurt me. She said she thought time apart would help her sort out her feelings. She said a lot of things that didn't matter because the only thing I could hear was the echo of that picture, her hand in his, her smile pressed against his shoulder. That night, while she slept in the guest room by her own choice, I packed a bag. Not hers. Mine. I couldn't look at the house, the walls, the wedding photos without feeling crushed from the inside. I realized leaving wasn't giving up. It was surviving. In the morning, I didn't say goodbye. I left my ring on the kitchen counter next to her charged phone and walked out without looking back. I didn't slam the door. I didn't cry until I reached the car. The drastic action everyone imagines is some explosive confrontation, some dramatic revenge, but mine was quieter. It was choosing myself for the first time in a long time. It was accepting that love can fade even when you fight like hell to keep it alive. It was understanding that sometimes the person you trust most can break you without meaning to. And that intention doesn't erase the damage. I never asked for more details. I didn't want them. I didn't need them. The truth was already heavy enough. And now, when people ask what happened between us, I just say this. Sometimes the person you'd have given your whole life to shows you, painfully and clearly, that they were only ever borrowing it.